Wow. So we're looking for the Mitchell Mountain Pink Granite Quarry. And this land that we're on, we think we're on like an old railway. It's very flat. And this land that we're on is owned by the Beckett Land Trust, and we're very close to the Quarry Road. It's kind of really interesting area here that's just cut right out through the woods. I think we continue in this direction, or we go farther south, but I think we keep going this direction towards the road. Once again, we're in Beckett, Mass. Yep, thank you. And we're finding some interesting things here. I mean, there's just so much history. There was a culvert. Maybe this is the cart path that we need to be on. Ray, why don't you stay up top there and keep walking in that direction, and we'll walk it down here on this trail.
Open your knife up, put it in your teeth. If I go down.
You're not going in there, are you? You gonna take a peek?
Yeah, look at that.
How deep?
Oh yeah.
How far?
It just goes under.
So once again, I'm with this crazy explorer here. Wow, that is wild. How far? Oh, like maybe about 20 feet?
20 feet. Look at
Nice and dry, just a homemade
dry.
culvert. So once again, I mean, they had to bring the pieces of granite.
I'm right here, I'll just stay. Goes right under this cart path.
Wow. Okay, I know we're close because that is a beautiful piece of pink granite sitting here. So we are somewhere close. You found it? All right, there's pink granite everywhere. You can see it all dug up. We are here. I just haven't seen it yet because the terrain is so vicious.
Ray, see about 30 feet to your right, you can see the run of air piping.
There's the air piping. Nice find.
Look at this pink granite.
Granite.
Right here. Look at that.
Wow. And there it is. Pink granite. Mitchell Mountain Pink Granite.
There's
And you
your
can
structure.
see, yeah, and they must have just been digging right here, all of this shit out, right?
Right there's your building.
Yeah, all right, let's go there.
I didn't.
Woo!
Hey, I want you go first.
Damn, look at this. Granite everywhere, and you can see where they were digging out. You can see beautiful squares all over the place, some water, but look at this little quarry right here. And you can see how,
On the edge of Beckett Land.
yep, and you can see how pink it is. And this is called the Mitchell Mountain Pink Granite Quarry. And we have found it, and the stone is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
You know what that means?
Yes, I do. Oh, some more air tubing. And we got some structures here. So, gonna walk towards, yeah, piping everywhere, old toolbox. Okay, once again, this is so close. So it's actually a little farther past Quarry Road than we expected. But got a nice toolbox here. Look at that, antique. And look at this structure. So we're gonna walk all around this structure and do some filming. And you can see there's Route 20. We are just right on top of 20. Look at those beautiful squares over there, Mike. Good find. Good find. All right, there's Ray standing over there. What's left of the structure. You can see some motors over here. I'm gonna zoom into that. Pulleys, some old drum switches to reverse the direction of the motor. Real piece of history right here. Look at that. Pulley systems, cables, chain drive right there. Look at that. To find this in the woods in Beckett is really just remarkable. So there was a big saw here that cut the stone. Supposedly someone grabbed it. It's probably in someone's yard or barn somewhere, but this is really something. It's triangle in shape, but this time of year, I mean, we really just had to stumble on it. It just blends right in. The forest has taken it over. Mitchell Mountain Pink Granite Quarry. Relatively close to the larger Beckett Quarry that I visited several times. Gorgeous. So happy to finally find this place. I've known about it for a few years, but I couldn't specifically find where it was. Looks like there's some other stuff out in the woods that way as well. Actually a little path about 100 feet that way to Route 20. And as I pan my camera this way, I would be heading west on Route 20. And there's sheet metal everywhere and old metal from different things. Piping all over the place. Just kind of like left here, an old bucket, cable, a lot of wiring. A lot of trees down in this area. Some more metal work over there. You can see it in the trees. Well, you can see the cables in the trees, beautiful square cuts of gorgeous pink granite just laying around here everywhere. Stunning, really. So we had quite a successful day considering we found the Marcia mine, the Emery mine in Chester. Now we just found the Mitchell Mountain Pink Granite Quarry. And so now we'll be heading back to the Jeep soon. And heading home and then heading to Stamford, Vermont, to the Badlands for some wheeling and camping. So I have no comments.
Okay. So here is the pad. I was filming vertically. My bad. Kind of new to this whole YouTube thing. It's not on the production side of things here usually. But anyway, my explanation of what this is. This structure up here, I'm going to just kind of pan around here because I'm kind of close to it. would have been what housed the saw blade to cut this granite into blocks. Looking down here, got this structure that looks kind of like a ladder frame or a trailer frame. And I don't know what would have sat on top of it. Maybe a wood deck. Looks like a wood deck. If you look, there is some wood remaining. I can only assume this is what they put a block of granite on. And there's actually a chunk of it. And they would move it in and out of the saw blade, perhaps. The saw blade looks like it has the ability to slide left and right. And this whole crane gantry mechanism can move up and down. You can actually see here's a roller wheel here. And if you look at that flange right there, that would be what they would bolt the saw blade to. This is I don't know anything about cutting granite in a quarry, but judging by the mechanism, what I'm seeing, this is the drive shaft the flange is down there, mounted on some really old, cool pillow blocks, old grease fittings. This must have been a belt drive, because there's a tensioner pulley. And I'm going to try to get over to that gearbox. There's some kind of a gearbox over there. And this is underneath. So, looks like some old springs in there. There is something behind this sheet metal cover that was an old drive belt. You could see it hanging down there. So there must have been a motor, and I don't know what that was. But I'm guessing there was some kind of a motor attached here somewhere and a drive belt that made this whole thing run. And let me see if I can get around. I don't know what we got over here, but old oil drums. Just want to be careful not to fall through any holes and end up in somewhere we don't want to be. Kind of cool, this old gear train right here. Filming horizontally, of course. This is, I'm gonna zoom in. I don't know what this is. Some kind of a gearbox anyway. Couldn't tell you what it does. But you come around to the back side of it, you can see how it's all mounted on this really old concrete foundation. Some levers on it. You can see there's like a sliding coupler right there where somebody could engage. It looks like they would move a lever here and engage those dogs. And in turn, there's a giant drive chain right here. I mean, that's my hand on top of it. And it would drive this shaft. I'm guessing that's just a gearbox to drive this winch, which probably went up there. Maybe it pulled that carriage in and out. I don't know. Maybe it moved that. Maybe it just went straight out and it would pull that sled into the saw. But fascinating anyway. This stuff's easily 100 years old. And it's just laying out here in the woods. You can see and hear the traffic going by. We're on land trust property and we're only, less than 100 feet off the main road. And that's it. Here comes Raymond. And that's it.
Sometime then maybe continue to the Beckett Quarry, the larger one.
What was that phone pole number?
Well, I don't want to put that on the internet. We got to keep it private.
Yeah, we want to keep that top secret.
That's right. But we did find the pink granite quarry up here. Mitchell Mountain Pink Granite Quarry. Nice. We went back in history. Now we're ready to head to Vermont and do some whaling.
There you go.
All right.
Give them the old, what is it?
Recon Jeeper out.